Hey guys, Peter C. Hannah on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and I have to review today the 2008 Gemmy hang-up cage skeleton from Michaels. I've had this guy for a number of years now, I think like about 6-7 years. I found him locally on, I think it was Marketplace, and he was actually new in the box. I have the box right down here. He was pretty much in mint condition. I never had to do any repairs on him, and like I said, he's from 2008, so I was surprised to find one that many years later, and the lady that had him before just like never used him. No battery corrosion, no nothing, and he was like sealed in the box, like never taken out, which was pretty crazy. I don't think he worked. I'm pretty sure the batteries were dead, but yeah, like I said, no repairs, no nothing, and I think this is one of many versions. I think they made these guys from like 2007 all the way up until 2013. Different versions, obviously, in different quality. Like, I think the newer ones were like, some of them were bigger. They were at like Lowe's and Home Depot. I think 2013 was the last year. So like, I think like 2011 through 2013, they were at Lowe's, Home Depot, a couple different versions. Some were like full standing, like the legs weren't folded like that and the cage was taller. There's also some life-size versions, but that doesn't really fit into this category. They were like full-sized. Then there was other remakes like very close to this one, just without the clothing on, you know, just like bare bones. And yeah, I don't know all the versions. I'm not going to go through all of them, but this is probably the coolest and one of the rarest versions, in my opinion, because it has the most detail and it's also built the best, in my opinion, because I've had one of the newer ones and it was just built really cheaply. It was the same like cage, like the cage was the same material, like identical, but like the body was like this soft foam that fell apart, and the electronics, like the board was just like terrible. It didn't last. I think I had board issues and I ended up parting it out. But this one here is like built really well. I love this thing. I'm so glad I bought it. And I actually saw it at Michael's in 08 as a kid, and I wanted it and didn't end up getting it. So I got really lucky finding this one locally for pretty cheap, and it was brand new. So let me just show the box first before I forget. So hang up cage skeleton. I think that's in French. Yeah, they have it in French. And he actually retailed for $79.99, so $80, and that was back in 2008. So I don't know what the conversion to that is today, but like that's a pretty good price, like around $100 back then, I'd say, which is pretty expensive for this guy. I don't think he sold very well either. You don't see many of them. I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I know a few other people that have them, but like I don't really see that many of this version around anymore. Well, it's all in French, I think, on that side. Then here's the front. It's actually an open box. So when he's on display, you just hit the try me button, which would be like, you know, right here. And there's actually a plastic, or not plastic, a cardboard piece in the back that holds him up, so like that he doesn't fall down into the box, because, you know, he's like a hanging skeleton. But even when he is in the box with that piece, he kind of sags down and doesn't look very good. So I guess when he was like on display in the store, maybe he didn't sell well because he wasn't like out of the box and people couldn't see like how cool he looked hung up, because he looks a lot better hung up like that. But like in the box, he didn't look as appealing, maybe. See, just, you know, open and all different stuff on there. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the box was like in mint condition when I got it. It still is, but like there's little things like that right there for moving it around in my collection room and stuff like that. It's like, you know, and then I think the lady that sold it to me, she tried scraping that off before I got it, like to try to hide the price, and didn't work too well, as I could still see 79 on there. I think I paid like a lot less than that. I think I paid like 20 bucks for it, so I don't know why she did that, but that piece just fell over. But yeah, that's really it for the box. And the top, it just, you know, it's fairly big too. I mean, it's on like a chair there for size comparison, but it's not huge, but I don't know, like 1.5 feet tall or so. And yeah, I'll get to the detail on him. So you got the blue button up there, sensor up here. You have 4 AA batteries. He has an adapter jack as well, but didn't come with an adapter. He has the hook, and then you have sensor or on, which is just, you know, you hit the button. He has a lot of detail. He has red LED eyes. He has a couple rubber spiders throughout. I think there's one on his leg as well. Yep, and one on his shirt right here. And I don't know what outfit this is supposed to be. Maybe like a, I almost thought it was like a prisoner outfit, because he's got like a thing on his head, but like, I mean, he's got hair and then like kind of like a, what do you call this? I don't know, like a little hood on his head, I guess, and, you know, tears throughout the clothes, and, you know, he's not bare bones like the other ones. That's what makes him different, and I like that extra detail. And he also has different audio than the other one, I think, as well, so that's pretty cool. And these are all, well, actually this is foam, the hand's foam, but then everything else is hard plastic. So, you know, it'll last longer. Like I said, the newer ones were all foam and they just like kind of fell apart. At least my other one did. So the only thing that's foam is his hand. The rest of it's just like this hard plastic. So it should last a long time. And his legs just kind of hang down there. They're actually clamped in right there. It looks like he's trapped. And yeah, then the wires go up into there, and the board and everything's up there. Speaker sound comes out right there. Got some LEDs. And I mean, the back's pretty much the same. I'm not going to bother turning them around because I can't really do that with one hand, but go ahead and activate them now. Oh, and this button kind of sticks. I got to fix that.
Get me out! Please! It's happening again! No! Stay away! Stay away! Why have I been left here? Please! They'll come for me next! Get me out! I can't take it anymore! Please! Don't leave me in the dark! I'm not alone. I can hear the others calling out to me, begging for mercy. Please, you've got to help us! Get me out! Please! It's happening again! No! Stay away! Stay away! Why have I been left here? Please! They'll come for me next! Get me out!
Okay, so as you can see, the shaking's pretty violent, and I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but his audio is like pretty loud. Like you can hear him from far away, and that voice, like he sounds like he's in distress and like, let me out, you know, it's like really cool over the other ones. I think the other one, it's like different audio, which I think that one's also similar, but this one's a little bit more unique. You don't see it as often. It has the extra detail, and I don't know, I just really like this one, especially over the newer ones because the audio isn't as good and just the quality is just degraded compared to this one. This one's just like the best one in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything about them. So thank you guys for watching and see you in the next review.